Okay, guys, we just have installed the prereqs for the first part of the prerequires requirements for the SCCM. As we can see over here, we already went through every single step over here. We created our container, schema admin user, SCCM admin user. We extended the schema. We took care of the firewall and the roles and features. Now, the second part of the requirement is going to be the ADK, Windows Deployment Kit. The Windows Deployment Kit, uh, you guys are going to have to download it from the internet. I found that it's easier to just make a Google search of ADK Windows 10. And in the very first link over here, you're going to see it. And Google is annoying, but okay. Uh, once over here, when the download kits for okay. Once over here, you just click over here and ADK win for Windows 10. Once you download, it's a small installer. This is just how should we call this? This is not the installer. This is just a small executable that is gonna pull out the different installers. Alright. In my case, like I mentioned before, I created my own ISO. I went ahead and downloaded all the bits for this ADK installer, and the reason why is because you guys gonna download this at the beginning. The website that I just showed you is this file over here. It's 1.6 kilobytes. It's 1 megabyte, 1.6 megabyte. But once we double click, the Windows ADK is gonna the Windows ADK installation is gonna take place. The reason why I downloaded the bits it's because of this. The actual installer is 7.3 gigabytes. Now, does that mean that you guys are gonna have to download 7.3? Not necessarily. The requirements for the SSN are about 4 gigabytes, and there's no workaround it unless you have a nice, so like I do, with all the bits for that. Alright, so Windows Assembling and Deployment Kits, Windows 10. I'm gonna go next. Participate on Windows Kits and Telecomponent. Yeah, that's up, all up to you. We're gonna accept the license agreement. And now the features. Now, for the features, for the SCCN, we do not, okay, let me rephrase. We are only gonna need these four over here. You can go ahead and deselect the rest. We're gonna need deployment tools. We're gonna need Windows PE. We're gonna need Imagine and Configuration Designer, and we're gonna need the User State Migration tool. All right. And that's exactly what I told you about, what I talked to you about. It's going to need exactly 4 gigabytes. And the reason why I created my machine with 250 gigabytes available. All right, so let's go ahead, let's click install, and we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right. By the way, I didn't mention it, or I actually did mention it, but I just flew by. First of all, this is not taking as long as I thought it was going to take. The features for the ADKs we have it over here, and you're going to have it on the description of the video. But as you can see, I installed the deployment tools, WinPE, Imagine and Configuration Designer, and the User State Migration tool. Okay. Just so you know, just keep it on the back of your mind. All of this is gonna be on the description of the video, okay? And that is it for the Windows Assessment and Deployment Kit. Windows 10 is succeeded, and we're just gonna close this out. Other than this, it's not gonna give you anything else, all right? So don't worry about it. So just go with it. And just to recap, we installed the ADK for Windows 10, And the features on ADK, we install a deployment tool, WinPE, Imagining and Configuration Designer, and we uh, user state migration tool. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and this has been a pleasure.